The Atta Cephalotes ants are divided into 3 worker castes. The largest caste is the major workers, referred to as soldiers. Soldiers are responsible for clearing the foraging path and are used as a colony's first line of defense against predators. Media workers are what most people think of when they envision leafcutter ants. These workers spend their time foraging everything they can, not only leaves, but flowers, twigs, and pretty much every part of the tree. Last but not least are the smallest minima workers. These tiny workers can be seen riding back to the nest on the leaves of media workers. These minims are commonly referred to as hitchhikers. But why exactly are these minims hitchhiking? There are currently 2 hypotheses to explain this phenomenon. The first is that hitchhikers are cleaning leaf fragments and preventing harmful bacteria from entering the nest. The second hypothesis is that the hitchhikers are riding leaves in order to protect media workers from phorid flies. It turns out I didn't find any support of this protection theory, but I did find evidence to support the leaf cleaner hypothesis. Minima workers walk along the major trail and climb up trees alongside the media workers. Once the media forager has cut a leaf fragment, minims climb onto the fragment. This happens high up in the tree. % of media workers coming down these trees were carrying at least 1 hitchhiker. The majority were carrying between 2 and 4 hitchhikers, and some could even carry up to 6 on 1 leaf. Here you can see several hitchhikers riding on a single leaf. If you look closely, you can even see the cleaning motions of the minim's mandibles and legs. As the foraging worker moves down the trail towards the nest, hitchhikers climb off one at a time and walk back towards the trees. This behavior conflicts with the protection hypothesis because hitchhikers would be constantly leaving workers more and more vulnerable as they got closer to the nest. The remaining hitchhiker will usually ride and remain still. They tend to stay furthest away from the head of the worker, yet another factor conflicting with the protection hypothesis. These hitchhikers are not riding close enough to the head of the worker where the phorid fly would attack. Once the media workers get within 20 meters of the nest, less than 1% are still carrying hitchhikers, as opposed to the 80% that start with hitchhikers while on the tree. The role of the hitchhiking cleaners is just one look into the fascinating world of this insect society.